Good morning, everyone. Today, let me talk to you about what are learning disabilities. Okay. Now, since we're in the chapter 5, attention, so you need to know that in attention, ADHD is one particular situation in which the children they lack attention. So it is inattention when it's concerning ADHD. Now, the other cases in which children have inattention are first is ADHD, the second are slow learners. Now, who are slow learners according to you all? Now, slow learners are also called as children who have borderline level of intelligence. So, the IQ range is usually about 90 to 110 is a normal IQ range of an average population. So, me, you, and others who are in a regular school probably would have an IQ of 100. That is an average level of intelligence the population all over the world has. So, in either spectrum, like if you have a greater IQ also, which is like 120, 130, it means that you are a prodigy or a gifted child who's smart. So, that means you are probably, you're able to do things in a faster rate. An average person, the same problem given it to an average individual who have an IQ of 100 would probably take say 5 minutes to solve one particular problem. An example, the same problem, a child or a person who has an IQ of 120 or 130, they would be able to solve that particular problem in less than maybe 2 minutes. So the speed is faster, their focus, their attention, their concentration, everything is more accurate. It is sustained for a longer period of time. That is the reason they are called as gifted or prodigy children. Now, coming to the other side of the spectrum, so we know 100 is the average. So, now when we talk about the children who have an IQ level of say 70 to 90, they are considered as borderline or slow learners. Now you're going to ask me, ma'am, who are slow learners? Slow learners are those children in school who fail in all the subjects. They get like a 30 out of 100, 20 out of 100, 15 out of 100. And they are the characteristics of a slow learner are basically number one, they fail in all the subjects. It's not that, that they may be getting a distinction in maths and science and then failing in the other subjects. They are not considered a slow learner. Slow learner means that they fail in all the subjects. They are lazy. They are mentally slow as well as physically slow also. They can't take instructions, 2, 3 instructions together. You tell them one instruction, fine, let them do it, come back. Then again another instruction, come back. So they take time to understand. If the same example is that supposing 5 minutes it takes for an average person to do a problem or a sum, a prodigy child might do it in 2 minutes. But a slow learner can take up to half an hour to do that same problem. Why is that? It is because the sustained attention is not there properly. They'll be looking here, they'll be looking there. Apart from that, they take time to understand and process the information. Now we know that in our memory, we have input, like the computer, we have input which goes to the storage and the processing happens there. Then from there, it goes on to the output. So here what happens, the input only is taking time for them to understand. So it takes time for them to gather information from the sense organs, so that is the reason it delays the attention. Now by the time from the sense organs it reaches the attention, half the material is lost. So what will be there? Disorganized material will be there. Clustered material will be there. So then from there, in order for that information to go to the output or to go to the perception, imagine what will be the outcome. You all can understand that, right? So now this is the reason why attention is very important for academics, for studies. Now, again, after slow learners, again going back on the range, the lower range, I don't want to talk about this in detail right now, but I'll just tell you a gist about it. We start the mental retardation categories. So after the slow learner area who have an IQ of 70 to 90, then the IQ from 50 to 70 are the children who have mild mental retardation. So these are the children who probably mentally, chronologically they could be 15 years old, an example, but their mental age, mentally, they are maybe of a second standard or of a third standard level of intelligence or of smartness. So they imagine their memory power, imagine their sensory information, how it reaches to the attention. It is all distorted and disorganized. That is the reason in mild mental retardation, most of the time they are not integrated in the regular school. They have special schools for the mentally challenged individuals. So they are educationable, maybe of the grade 1 or 2 level. So the special educators take a long time for them to make them understand the concept clearly, properly, and with a lot of visual aids, like how you would teach a first or a second standard child. Then you have the moderate mental retardation, in which the IQ is probably from 35 to 50. So again, imagine their level. So they are the category who are not even the trainable category. For them to take a bath and to get ready on their own also, it's a big ordeal. They can't be left alone. They need a caretaker 24 hours all the time, helping them and doing their basic necessities. Then you have the mild, moderate. Then you have the severe mental retardation, which gets worse. And then it comes to the profound. The profound is only the IQ is below 20. So they are the category who needs medication by a psychiatrist. They need a lot of therapy, like physiotherapy, occupational therapy, we call it, music therapy. A lot of therapies are required for these kind of children. And unfortunately, they don't live long. They die at an early age, and they are usually kept in a hospital, or a 24-hour caretaker is there for them all the time. Okay? In the next session, I'm going to talk about what are learning disabilities. This comes under learning difficulty. In the next session, I'm going to talk about what are and who are learning the disabled child. So learning disabilities will be the next topic in the next session. Thank you.